quick prediction for Conor McGregor versus Eddie Alvarez.
I think longer fight goes on, I think more chance Eddie's got a winning. I think Conor's shown how quick he fades in his fights, and yeah, so I think I'm going to go Eddie Alvarez late rounds, maybe points, but it can surprise me. He won that 5th round against Diaz, didn't he, and came back, and so yeah, I think it's going to be a close fight.
Conor versus Eddie, I believe Conor has the better striking, a lot more dangerous striking. Eddie's good at wrestling, so if Eddie makes like a boring fight, like a wrestling sort of fight, he will do well. But I believe that Conor McGregor's striking is too much, and Eddie does get hit quite a bit. So I believe Conor will come right with this one.
Prediction: Eddie Alvarez is gonna win.
And how do you think he's gonna win?
He's gonna win by strikes or a submission in the 3rd round, something.
I'm like, I don't know. Conor and Eddie Alvarez. I feel like, man, I think Conor has a lot more tools. Stand-up wise, he's game. He's unpredictable, but Eddie has wrestling, and Eddie somehow always pulls it out. You know, everybody's always against him, but he pulls it out. So I don't know. I'm 50-50 on that. You know, it's a fight. They're both great guys, and they're both good at what they do. And you know, Eddie's the only UFC guy that's a UFC world champion and was a Bellator world champion. So it's kind of hard to bet against him.
Conor McGregor and Eddie Alvarez.
I think Conor McGregor knockout. Yeah.
I think it's hard. You know, Conor is a great fighter, not just, you know, a great entertainer, but also a great fighter. That's why, you know, he has the belt in the division below. But I think, I don't know, but I think, you know, Alvarez will win that fight.
You know, if Eddie can stay in his face and take him down to the ground, Eddie possibly might win, but Conor still is Conor. He sees to surprise a lot of people, so don't count him out.
Conor McGregor versus Eddie Alvarez. I think Conor wins this one and becomes a two-weight world champion. And I think he's got too many skills in the toolbox for him. And I just think he's got too much for him. And I think Eddie's not one-dimensional, but I think he's limited. And that, so I think Conor's going to use his skills and his spinning stuff and all this ninja shit, and I think he's going to get the win.
My predictions for Conor and Eddie Alvarez, that in my opinion, Eddie Alvarez will, you beat Conor. I don't see any possibility of, Conor McGregor beat Eddie Alvarez. But let's see. Fight is fight, and everything can happen.
Well, I haven't really thought about this, but Eddie's he's a tough guy. If he takes it down to the ground, I think Eddie could win it, but standing up, I think Conor takes it.
Prediction for Conor McGregor and Eddie Alvarez.
I gotta go with Eddie. He was a teammate of me for a while at Black Zillions. He's obviously back in Jersey now, training with his other team, but my gut tells me that he's gonna win the fight, and usually I'm right with that feeling. So.
How do you think he might win the fight?
For me, the way I look at it, it's going to be important for him to get a hold of him early and start grinding on him and wear him out. Everybody saw that Conor really wore down after a round and a half. If you can already take that round and a half out of him by grinding on him to slow him down, then I think an athlete like Eddie's got a huge advantage, and he's got the skill set to give Conor a really tough fight. Although Conor's got all the tools, of course, as well, but my gut tells me that Eddie's going to win it.
I'm going to have to go with Alvarez. The reason why I'm saying that is because he's his teammate. But again, I think Alvarez is a hard fight for McGregor, but he comes forward, he fights a fight. He's got a good gas tank, so it all depends on how the fight goes and which element of MMA he's looking to take it. Everyone knows Conor McGregor's good stylistically, keeping that range and picking people off, and he can hit hard. So I'm going to go with Alvarez on this, but it is going to be a good fight to watch.
I'll probably go Conor. I'll go Conor get the KO. If he's going to win, he'll win by KO. If Alvarez is going to win, he's going to win by the decision. Yeah, that's how I see it. Yeah.